Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for tomorrow, the 22nd of August. And welcome, everybody. We're going to get started here in just a few minutes. If you're coming to this video not live, go down below. All the timestamps are below this video. JC, hello. And Mitch, hello. Jackie, hello. Jesse, hello. Thank you for being here. Sal, hello. And everybody else. Let me see if I can back this thing up. Honey York, hello. Karen Attaway. Up late as usual, Karen. And yes, hello. All right, I'm going to answer some questions first, and then we are going to get started. We are going to go in order, as always. Jennifer Surratt, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I be getting a remote inside sales job soon? I'd say yes. Even before I sat down, I usually shuffle my decks before I go live for like a half hour or so. And I read your question. And I got like the 10 of Cups. I got the Magician, I think, for you. Something else as well. So I don't really do that, when I'm just kind of like fooling around, pulling cards. But Ace of Pentacles, yes, definitely. Jennifer Surt, again, thank you for the super chat. You say, when will I get a new sales job and marriage? Eight of Swords, right away. Eight of Swords says you could have things as quickly as you want. So I feel like you can have them as whenever you want. You just need to set yourself free. This says remove unwanted restrictions. Four of Cups, needing to get very clear on what you want. So I feel like you just need to get as clear as you can be about the things they actually want in life, and you will get them. It's just that simple. Yeah, the Star, you will have everything you want. So soon. Honey York, thank you for the super chat. How does MM think of me long term? Eight of Pentacles. This is a good card because it just says willing to put the work in. It doesn't say, it doesn't say like, how much attraction there is or anything like that, but it says they're willing to put the work in. So, you can kind of assume safely that there is attraction here and willing to put the work in. Six of Pentacles I feel like it's talking about balance. Again, normally I don't really like the Six of Pentacles for love questions or whatever this question is, because to me it usually doesn't represent enough. But in this situation, I feel a lot better about it. So yeah, looks really good. Val A, thank you for the super chat. You have the Three of Swords in the Tower, needing to move past some sort of heartbreak or something that didn't work out, possibly. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands just, it's kind of like the Ace of Wands to me in a lot of ways, because it represents moving towards a passion. So it's kind of like a card, Ace of Wands is a little bit stronger. It's a little bit more of an urge card, but Knight of Wands is pretty close. And to me, it's a card of like being very confident, daring, adventurous. But to me, the Knight of Wands represents restless energy before the card shows up. That's, I read like a crazy person. So, again, what I'm trying to say is that it can represent before getting this card a time of restlessness, needing to channel restless energy into some sort of project or into something in your life, is what I'd say there. JC, thank you as always for the super chat. You say, court next week. No word from lawyer. Now with new job. Don't qualify for pro bono. How does my outcome look? Can I stay or will I be forced to go? You have the Hangman waiting, is what I'd say here. Five of Wands. You are conflicted. JC. 10 of Wands. Releasing burdens. Again, I still feel like this is going to work out for you with these cards, is what I would say. Yeah. 9 of Wands. Don't give up. I definitely wouldn't go, is what I'd say to you. I don't think there's any reason to go. Yeah. Queen of Wands. I feel like you need to stand up for yourself. Be bold, assertive. Kind of go for what you want. But King of Wands, I feel like you're gonna be fine. I feel like, again, it's a scary situation, but I feel like things will work out for you. I feel like this is gonna buy you time as well. I know I've been saying that every single time, but that's kind of what I feel. Shelby, thank you for the super chat. You say, life has been tossing me some really shoddy crap. Eight of Wands, Shelby, Two of Swords. Yeah, it's like needing to make a choice whether to leave something or go is what's popping into my head. Stay or go or something like that's popping in. I don't know what that means, but I don't know, that might mean something to you. Eight of Wands is like running towards something, and it's a conclusion as well. So really, I look at this as positive. Eight of Wands to me is a positive card. Represents, difficulties kind of coming to an end. So, Shelby, I think things are going to turn around for you there. Blue Star, thank you for the super chat. You say, will I get the job that I just went to apply for? Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups. I would say no. I don't like this Eight of Cups for some reason. But I don't feel that bad about it either. So it's like maybe you're just not sure. It could just be it could be your energy saying you're just not sure, about the job. And the Nine of Cups could be a wish. So I would say yes with the Nine of Cups. And you say, any advice pertaining to this job? Use all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. Everything you got. I keep telling people, like, gone are the days where you can go in and just do the job. It's like really, it's gonna get harder and harder to get a job. So if you want to have a job, it's like we better have some other skill that's useful for the job that we work for. So That's why I keep telling people, like, learn things like social media and stuff like that. It's like, could you imagine if you just, like, your job might not be social media, but imagine if you had a YouTube channel and you, like, went into your job and you were able to say, like, it doesn't matter how many people you got on there, but being able to go in there and say, hey, like, I could also help out with YouTube and put stuff on my YouTube channel that already has 100 subscribers or something like that. You never know. It's like the stupidest little things could make you more valuable. So use all your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. Lori, thank you for the super chat as always. Really appreciate it. You say, card please. You have the High Priestess, needing to trust your intuition at this time. So I feel like you need to trust your intuition. The Nine of Pentacles as well. Yeah, I feel like you're like building up to this point right here. High Priestess is like thinking about doing something, Lori, especially when it comes up with the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel for you, it's like you're thinking about doing something that could lead to Nine of Pentacles, which is total financial security or also self-reliance, being able to take care of yourself. So I feel like this is more, this is coming up as a more of a like a path reading to me. So I feel like this is a path that you are on in life, and I do feel like this is going to be very good for you. I love the Nine of Pentacles. Really good card. Meh. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, when will I find a stable job? As soon as you get out there is what I'd say. This would definitely represent needing to put more work or energy into something, but this could also be a good thing. Like if you've taken a break from being able to find a job, or if you've been looking, this could just say that you've recently found clarity on what you want to do. Yeah, Knight of Swords. I feel like you just need to go for something that you want. It could be something that you feel like is out of reach, or it could be something that you feel like you will not be able to get, or it could require a move with the Knight of Swords as well. But I would just do it, whatever it is you're thinking about doing. So I would say right away. Vanessa, thank you for the super chat as always. Really appreciate it. My relationship with Brandon. You have the Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, very stable. This is really good. So Ten of Pentacles is like a perfect match if you're looking for this to turn into a love relationship. Queen of Pentacles is a card of like something new, but overall very stable energy here is what I'd say. And for love, you have the Devil. Needing to let go of toxic relationships from the past. So I would just let go of things from the past, toxic relationships. Jamie, thank you for the super chat. You say, how does Adam feel about me? Left out in the cold, Jamie? Knight of Cups, I don't know. Maybe still your Knight in Shining Armor is what's popping into my head. The word still is popping into my head. So, yeah, that's what I'd say here. But I feel like maybe more attention, or, again, I don't know if you're, like, married to this person or whatever, but if you're married or whatever the case may be, I keep getting still. So I'm like, I feel like this is a permanent relationship or something like that. But I feel like there needs to be more attention brought into the situation, whatever it is. With the Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, really good card for love. So it kind of says, Knight of Cups says you can have whatever you want in this situation. Or it's, if things aren't as good as you want them to be, it says that things could be improved. Casey, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it as always. You say here, early celebration collective accepted new. Congratulations, by the way, Casey. Thank you, and thank you for all the love and support. You got it. All right, everybody, we are going to do an early collective because of the stunning, Casey. Of course, I am going to timestamp it as well. So for everybody here in the collective, we have the Three of Wands and the Hierophant. Some of you could be moving towards marriage. Some of you literally moving. This comes up every single night. To me, it's Jupiter in Sagittarius. So I feel like, I've talked about this before. I feel like a lot of people could be moving for love or could be moving for other types of commitments as well, especially jobs, just because of Jupiter in Sagittarius. Makes a lot of sense. Duh. And plus, we have a lot of stuff going on with Jupiter, especially next month. Things that are going to be like aspecting Jupiter, that will be making interesting aspects to Jupiter that, for some people could seem challenging, but probably really a good thing. And but again, it's not quite there yet. Three Wands says you're like in the building process of this right here. Some sort of commitment is what I feel. So I feel that for pretty much everybody. Next, you have the Empress here in the collective, and the Ace of Wands, tons of passion here. So I feel like a lot of you could be starting passion-based projects, or you could be starting things that are more where you feel more pulled towards these things as well. So these could be social causes. It could be also like starting a charity. Could be anything you feel like doing. And I feel like a lot of you will find a ton of abundance. Ace of Wands to me is the most abundant card in the deck, and the Empress is like another very abundant card. So I feel like there's abundance. For some of you, I feel like this is just straight up money here, but I'd say if it's money, it's from you taking the lead in something in your life. So like taking a leadership opportunity at work, starting your own business and taking the lead yourself, or it could be you like selling something and taking the lead and selling something that you own. But I definitely feel more money coming in for pretty much everybody. It's like available. People always leave comments and they're like, I'm not making any money that you say is here. I'm like, yeah, we actually have to go make it. We have to go. These things are not going to just magically appear in our lives. Yeah, it's going to require hard work. That's what the cards say. So we have to put the work in, but it's there. And finally, what did I say? Taking the lead. Chariot. It's like Chariot says you are the one that is going to make these things happen. You know, so that's what I'd say there. The Chariot just says you have to take control. And Chariot is very specific because it is a card of hard control. So it says that you have to take hard control with this card. The Judgment card could be like, I feel like things coming off of your eyeballs here. So to me, that would just say, I feel like for the collective that a lot of you could be opening your eyes to things that you are supposed to be doing, or you could be understanding an inner calling on a much deeper level and taking control of whatever your inner calling is, whatever you're feeling pulled to do. So I feel like that for a lot of you. For others, this could be a move. So some of you could be feeling called to a certain area. Some of you could be literally being called to an area. Again, I definitely get jobs with those first two cards. Three of Wands, Hierophant. You know, it could be like a boss or something asking you to move or requiring you to move. Or some of you could just be travel with these cards. But if you're traveling or moving, I feel like it'd be very good for you. I'm also getting health here as well. So I feel like some of you need to take control of your health. If you're having any health issues, or if you're having anything like that is easily controlled, is what I feel like saying. But there you go, collective. Thank you again, Casey. Really appreciate it. Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say card for Cancer, Virgo, Gemini. Who's worth it? Cancer, Virgo, and Gemini. I would say that Cancer, Death card, so this could be coming to an end, or it could just be transforming. This doesn't have to be a bad thing, Melissa. So, you know, again, I feel like Cancer is still worth it, even with the Death card. Virgo could be a third-party situation. I don't read the Three of Cups as a third-party situation, but I do kind of feel it. So, it could be, like, maybe they're not cheating, maybe they're not really in a third party, but maybe they kind of, like, talk to other people is what I'm getting here. And so, that's what I'd say there. It is a card of celebration, though. And really, to me, that's kind of like a friend's card. And finally, for the Gemini Page of Wands, this Page of Wands to me represents moving past something, or kind of like needing to be confident in a situation. So yeah, Gemini, I would say no to the Gemini. I would stick with the Cancer if I were you, no doubt about it. For now, Melissa. All right. Virgo Sun, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. How will my family view me in my future career? I would say don't worry about it. The moon is basically saying that do not try to project things into the future about how other people will feel about your career and things like that as well. Plus, if you're picking a career just so your family can see you in a certain way, probably not a good idea, right? So I definitely feel like you need to make sure that you really want to do this, whatever it is that you're doing with this moon card. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like you need to be patient with whatever it is you're doing. I feel like things will be fine. Crystal Borden, thank you for the super chat. What's going to be the outcome of Tio and I? Very stable. If this is a relationship, Crystal, this could be very good for you. King of Pentacles is like a very stable, predictable relationship where it's just very predictable, where things are kind of like going to go well. So I like it. And you say, how does Tio really feel? Six of Swords, better. I feel like saying better. So that's weird. I feel like he feels better about you, or just feels better about the relationship in general, or maybe even sees a future with the Six of Swords. So that's very good to me. I feel like Tio's life is improving just in general as well, which probably is giving them a better outlook on the relationship in general, if that makes sense. So Crystal, that looks awesome. All right, hey, guess what? It's time to get started. So let me get a new deck here, people, and we are going to get started with Aries. Didn't even realize that it was already 4. So let's get this show on the road, and let's do Aries. Yeah, as Mitch always says, let's get this party started right. All right, Aries, Aries, and Aries. All right, Aries. Aries, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. I feel like some of you could be feeling closed off with... I get just a closed off energy here, but this is not in love. I feel like some of you could just be feeling closed off to people in general, or like you want to take a step back from people in general with these two cards. So I feel like some of you are... I just keep getting step back is what I keep getting here with these two cards. And you also have the Five of Wands at the end here, Aries. And again, I kind of get that more of a step back type of feeling. That's the best way I can describe it from these cards. So some of you might be feeling more... I almost get like hermit mode type of thing here, where it's like some of you could be almost wanting to withdraw. I feel like that would be a good idea for you if you feel that feeling like you want to withdraw. I feel like taking some time away from other people might be necessary here. That's all I'm getting. Kind of weird message for those two cards. Next, you have the Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like this could be love for some of you, and it could be an Earth sign coming in for you as well. It could be a perfect match with the Two of Cups. Two of Cups I go back and forth on. Sometimes I think that it's a very good card that can represent a very deep connection with a person, but to me, it's kind of like the beginning of attraction. So to me, it doesn't necessarily say that this is a soulmate. It is kind of considered to be a soulmate card, but what I would say is, to me, this feels like the beginning of something new. So if you're getting into a relationship, this is a very good sign for sure for the beginning of the relationship. For others, I feel like this is just a perfect match with your money. So I feel like some of you, if you have a job or a business, money could be either improving or you're just finding that you have more resources at your disposal. For others, it could just be like a new job if you're looking for a new job. And again, it could just be saying that there's a perfect match between your new job and the resources that you are getting from the job itself. So it's kind of like an equal exchange of your energy for the job that you're getting if you're getting something new. Same thing with the business. You could just be noticing a more equal exchange where you're getting paid, or you're able to pay yourself more based off of what you're doing. And finally, you have the Five of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like some of you are feeling protective right now, but it feels like you here, Aries. So I feel like some of you could be feeling like you need to protect yourself. Five of Wands could represent from competition, jealousy issues, pretty much anything. But I feel like the four, like I said, I feel like that hermit type feeling where it might be a good idea for you to withdraw or take some time for yourself. That Queen of Pentacles is a card of it's a very nurturing card. So it is a card of like nurturing yourself and making sure to take care of yourself as well here, Aries. So I feel like if you're going through anything at all, I feel like it would be a good time to kind of nurture yourself here with these cards. I also feel like for others, this could be an adventure. I always get traveling for you here, Aries, every single night. I feel like a lot of you could be traveling around. Some of you might be traveling a lot, and for others, it might be like a few times a year. But I feel like this very strong, like kind of travel pull type of energy with these cards. And but it's like with the Four of Pentacles, I do feel like some of you could be searching for a place to land. You could be looking for a home base. You could be looking. I really don't know what you're looking for, but I get a very strong like searching, more of like a searching, seeking type of energy. It's like you're looking for something. that's the best way I can put it. But I really feel like you need to go within to figure out like what it is that you're looking for, if that message is for you. But there you go, Aries. Aries, that looks good. So thank you, Aries. All right, Taurus. What do we have for you, Taurus? All right, Taurus, you have the Death card and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, some sort of change, plain and simple. The Seven of Pentacles to me is a change in direction. I always say Seven of Pentacles, it's a guy, he's got the one pentacle under his arm, he's got the six pentacles behind him. It represents that he's like taking all the knowledge that he's learned from a past situation or just his past life in general, and he's taking it somewhere else. So, and the Death card, again, can just represent a transformation. So I feel like some of you could be leaving things behind. You could be going from one job to another job here with these two cards. You could also be kind of doing something more on your own as well. That definitely pops up here. I feel like some of you, I feel like that would be a good idea. I feel like saying especially next month. So kind of weird because this is a daily reading. I always say that these readings are timeless. They're meant for whenever you watch them, but I do feel like this is more talking about next month. That I do feel like it would be next month would be a good time if you kind of do things on your own, or if you want to work on your own. I feel like that would be a good idea with these cards. Next, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. I feel like there could be temporary opportunities for money. I feel like for some of you, there could be seasonal work is popping into my head, part-time work, part-time positions, consulting work. I feel like I said the same thing to you last night. So I feel the same thing, and I feel like there could be part-time positions available. Again, Nine of Swords I do not necessarily read as a bad card. It is my card of like part-time work, temporary work, things like that. For others, I feel like this could be saying that you need to move towards new love. Page of Pentacles is my card of just a brand spanking new person. So if you're looking for love, I feel like you need to let go of the past. Nine of Swords I call the anchor. So to me, it represents something from your past holding you back, and it represents needing to let something go here with that Nine of Swords. Page of Pentacles, new money, new jobs, pretty much everything with this card. I feel like some of you are also worried, like I feel like somebody could be lying to you, some of you, so but I feel like you know about this. This is not something that's hidden from you, Taurus. I get that you have the moon here, but I feel like you're seeing things very clearly. I'm very focused on the moon's eyes. It's like, it's like I feel like you can, if somebody's lying to you in your life, I feel like you can see right through them, is what this card is saying to me intuitively. So I feel like you're like worried about it, or it could be messing with you as well here, Taurus. But finally, again, you have the moon and the Nine of Pentacles. if you are dealing with like a lying situation or somebody doing something wrong in your life, I feel like you will see right through it. I feel like it's going to lead to this Nine of Pentacles, total freedom. So I feel like a lot of you, this could be leading to freedom, or it could be leading to being able to take care of yourself as well. Nine of Pentacles is a card of self-reliance. I do feel like a broader, bigger message here. If you are realizing that like people are lying to you or something like that in your life, it's almost like this is the universe trying to show you that you don't need anybody else, that you can take care of yourself. And it's like, once you get to that point, that's when you can have like really true better relationships and things like that. And for others, I feel like this is like, I feel like there's a need to break something down here. I feel like there's a need to break something apart as well and go deeper on something. Feels like a personal project to me. So if you have any personal projects, like maybe you're writing a book or doing a painting or whatever it is that you're doing, you could be building a deck. I feel like there's a need to kind of like break it down and look deeper into whatever it is you're doing. I don't think there are any problems or anything. I feel like this is more talking about improvements with the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like if you're writing a book or something, maybe you could add something to it, or maybe there is something that needs to be added, but you won't figure it out unless you go deeper with this Moon card. So that's what I'd do if I were you. But I feel like it's like a major improvement, whatever it is. So yeah, Taurus, really like it. Really good for you. So thank you, Taurus. All right, Gemini. What do we have for you, Gemini? Here we go, Gemini. Gemini, you have the Seven of Swords here and the Knight of Cups. I would be careful of liars in your life, number one, as well. Just like I said to Taurus. It's always so weird to me how like one sign after another they'll always have similar messages, which is crazy, but I would be careful of people lying. But really, I feel like this is saying just to avoid the usual traps in a relationship. To me, the Seven of Swords, like, you know, it is a lying, cheating, stealing card, but at the same time, it's like normally on the Seven of Swords, the guy has not stepped into the trap yet. You know, his foot is like hovering over a noose and he hasn't actually stepped into it yet. So it kind of says these things could be avoided, or they can be avoided, whatever trap you're about to step into. So it's not a card of like being paranoid or needing to be paranoid. It's just saying just look out for the usual stuff, especially in love here with the Knight of Cups. You know, if it quacks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, it's a duck, right? And that's what these two cards are saying for you. I feel that in all areas of your life. So if any other things that you're dealing with, I feel like what you see is what you are going to get. So just kind of like pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to how you feel, trust that, and things will be fine, is what I feel like this is saying. Definitely could be love as well, Knight in Shining Armor, could be a water sign as well here, Gemini. Next you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Star. Yeah, some of you working towards something financially, new financial goals is kind of what I'm getting here for you, Gemini. So I feel like a lot of you kind of are working towards that. For some of you, this is new inspiration leading you to working on something new, plain and simple. Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering craft, but it kind of says you have not done it yet. And it also says there's extra details in the things that you're doing, or there's details you still need to learn. Even the Star is kind of like a card of not quite knowing everything just yet, because it's like she's waiting for growth. She's waiting for things to grow so she can kind of create abundance. But I'd say if you're working on anything new job, new business, new project, whatever, I feel like that things are going to go really well for you. And the Eight of Pentacles just says be diligent, gain as much knowledge as you possibly can, and you have the opportunity to become the master at something, whatever it is that you're working on. And finally, you have the Hierophant here and the Three of Cups. Yeah, this could be marriage for some of you. So some of you could either be meeting someone you're going to marry, or you already are with this person that you're going to marry. There will be a celebration here as well with the Three of Cups. I also feel that some of you are just happy. You know, to me, Three of Cups is just a card of happiness. The Star also could be you getting something that you want in your life, and that could lead to you being happy as well. So I do feel just a sense of happiness with these two cards. I also, the Hierophant's card of education, again, showing up with that Eight of Pentacles. Like I say to Pisces all the time, and Capricorn, if I were you, Gemini, I'd be learning as much as you possibly can this year about whatever it is you do work-wise or business-wise. I feel like that's where all the benefits are going to kind of come in for you, and that's probably where you're going to see the most success, through learning. And I feel like that's what these cards are saying. But Gemini, that looks really good. So thank you, Gemini. All right, Cancer. What do we have for you, Cancer? Cancer. Cancer, you have the Four of Swords here and the Five of Cups. I feel like you need to let go of the past, as always. This comes up for you every night, Cancer, so I'd let go of the past, like past relationships, past whatever it is that this could be like some sort of loss. You could be having regrets. I do feel like for some of you, the Five of Cups can be like also kind of guilt as well. So if you're feeling guilty or off about certain situations, I would let those feelings go. I feel like they're just going to kind of hold you back here with these two cards. For others, this would say that you are healing from a past heartbreak or a past issue that you've had with that Five of Cups, or a past regret. It could also be a past loss that you've had. But the Four of Swords could say you're kind of like taking some time to heal from this situation, and you will be moving on. So that's what I feel there. Next, you have the Knight of Wands here, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, very quick movement. So I feel like you're moving very quickly. This could be new love coming in. You have the Ace of Cups here at the end as your outcome. So it's like a lot of you could be just kind of moving towards like a very happy situation with that Ace of Cups once you fully move on. The Knight of Wands to me is also a card of being very like passionate about something. Eight of Wands is very quick movement. I feel like if you are thinking about doing anything that you're passionate about, I mean, I talk about this non-stop, Cancer, because it is like the dominant energy. I feel like really, I mean, especially with the internet, but, with the next 2-3 years of astrology that we have, really longer, but definitely getting started on something personal project wise. And again, this doesn't have to be a business. It could be like a blog, or it could be a YouTube channel, whatever, about some sort of personal passion. I think people would have to be crazy not to start something within the next few years. There's just so much potential to that. So if you're thinking about doing anything like that, starting a blog, vlog, YouTube channel, whatever, I would get started with these two cards. This would represent a lot of movement and a lot of fast movement as well. Eight of Wands is my card of social media as well, and Nine of Wands, which you have here, is my card of getting a lot of attention on social media. So if you're working in social media, a lot of attention for you here, Cancer. But really good energy. Definitely could be love, could be a fire sign, could be any sign, really. And finally, you have the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So again, if you are on YouTube, or if you're thinking about doing it, I would do it with that Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is my card of recognition and achievement. It's my card of kind of achieving something after a difficult period of time. It is the card of having been perseverant. It is a card of not giving up, of course. Ace of Cups says you're going to get something because of this right here, because of all the work that you've been putting into things, because you haven't given up on something. This could also be an I love you as well. The Nine of Wands could say that some of you are either closed off to this I love you, or the other person could be closed off to this. So if you're saying that to someone, or if somebody's saying it to you, it could kind of go either way here. But I definitely wouldn't give up on the relationship if that happens to you here, Cancer. I feel like, Nine of Wands just says, don't give up and take your time, really. For others, this could just be an increase in your energy. Nine of Wands is a card of stamina. It's a card of increasing your energy. Ace of Wands, your emotions overflowing, like having plenty of energy. So I feel like just some of you could feel more awake, more alive with these two cards. But there you go, Cancer. Thank you, Cancer. All right, Leo. Let's see what we have for you, Leo. And Leo. Leo, you have the Tower here and the Temperance card. I feel like some of you need to, this is talking about timing for you here, Leo, is what I would say. I don't think this is amazing, Leo. Actually, you have the Hangman, which is my least favorite card in the deck. To me, the Hangman is the worst card in the deck. And you have the Ten of Swords as well, and you have the Tower. But I feel like this is actually very good for you here, Leo. I feel like this is talking about knowing when the perfect time to, like, strike is. That's what this whole reading is saying to me. I feel like for some of you, there could be, like, you could be like trying to launch a project. You could be trying to launch a business, start a relationship, or whatever. I feel like you know that there's a perfect time. And I feel like this is saying that you need to trust your instincts. This whole reading, it's one message for you, Leo. I feel like it's saying you need to trust your messages, your intuition, when to kind of strike something, or when to put something out into the world. I feel like it's talking about perfect timing. It's not yet, obviously, Temperance. So I feel like some of you could be, again, putting something out into the world. You could be making an announcement on Facebook. Who knows, right, Leo? But I feel like I feel like you know the right time, and you just need to be patient. For others, I feel like you could be moving, but again, this has come up for you several times. You have a lot of moving cards here. Even the Ten of Swords, I consider to be a moving card. It's a card of separation. It's a card going from one thing to another. And you have the Wheel of Fortune as well, which is also a move. So I feel a lot of moving energy, as always, for you here, Leo. But it's like maybe there have been delays. Maybe things are taking their time, or it's like maybe you're trying to sell your house or something like that, and just taking a little bit of time. But I do feel like it will happen when the time is right. That's all I'm getting here for those two cards. Next, you have the Hangman Hangman and the Ten of Swords. So again, waiting for a move or waiting for a change. So I feel like some of you are waiting. Normally I would say with the Ten of Swords to me says that it's time to make the change, that it says the time is now. But really I feel like this is saying that you know the perfect time, or you will know the perfect time. So just kind of just sit back and relax and wait, right? And I feel like that's what you need to do. For others, this could be a move. So I feel like some of you could be moving. I always get that for you, Leo, like every single night. And for others, I feel like this is like a need to stand up for yourself. I only feel that for a few of you. Like if you feel like people are watching you almost, that's not the right message, Leo. But if you feel like you can't say certain things to certain people, I feel like this is talking about needing to stand up for yourself or needing to speak up in some way. So I feel like the time is now. Like that's what I feel like saying, for especially if you need to talk up for yourself. And finally, you have the Page of Cups here in the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like a turnaround for you here. This is definitely talking about timing with that Wheel of Fortune as well. So I like to see that. To me, this is also saying that there is going to be a lot of luck coming in for you here, Leo, with that Wheel of Fortune. The Page of Cups is kind of like a card of needing to pay attention to it and needing to trust your intuition. So you might have an intuition that like a job offer or something coming in for you is going to provide a lot of luck for you. And this says like trust your intuition. If you feel like something is going to be a lucky situation, take advantage of the opportunity. Again, nothing just happens for us. I always try to say this with the cards. It's like the cards can't control our lives, right? The cards do nothing for us other than provide advice. So that's why we have to take advantage of the opportunities. But they're going to be there. And you will probably feel certain things towards certain new opportunities in your life. And I would move towards them. Wheel of Fortune could also be your destiny. A lot of you, I feel like it's just kind of saying, maybe you feel like you're more on the right path in life, or maybe you feel like things are going well. This could also be love. Could be a Pisces with the Hangman. It could be a water sign. It could be any sign, of course. So, yeah, I feel like it could be any sign coming in for some of you, but it could also be a water sign. Water's been coming up for you quite a bit. But there you go, Leo. Thank you, Leo. Really appreciate it. All right. Let's see here. And Virgo. There we go. All right. Virgo. Let's see. Virgo, you have the High Priestess here and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you need to trust your intuition, obviously. Six of Pentacles could say that you're not giving enough weight to your intuition. It's like maybe you feel things intuitively, but maybe you are not trusting these things that you're feeling. So it kind of does say like you need to trust it more. The Six of Pentacles in the High Priestess, this would also kind of be like the Fool to me here, Virgo, because to me this would say that the High Priestess is no action. Six of Pentacles is knowledge, but this could say that you have ideas to do things in your life, but it's like you're not taking action on those things. You could be delaying things or just not taking action, feeling like you're missing something, but really this is saying that you are not missing anything. I feel like some of you are almost over prepared. I've been feeling this feeling for a long time. So I feel like some of you need to get started on something. For a lot of you, it could be a move. You have the World and you have the Knight of Cups as well. So it could be a move. It could be love as well. So it's like maybe some of you want love, but you're not sure if you're going to open up or whatever. This would kind of say like the time is now. For others, I feel like this could also be you getting started. Six of Pentacles is a card of planting seeds. So I feel like some of you are in just different parts of the process here that it seems like all Virgos are going through. Next, you have the Three of Swords in the World. Just simply move. Three of Swords is a card of separation. It doesn't have to be heartbreak, Virgo. It could just be you leaving one place, going to another. And I feel like that's going to be a good idea for you. The Three of Swords could represent loneliness. I do feel like, even just looking at your chart, I mean, I guess I could see how some of you could be experiencing kind of like more lonely feelings. Mars is going into your sign with Venus right on top of it practically. So, you could be having different kind of feelings at this time. These feelings could be in regards to relationships. They could be in regards to almost anything in your life. And I feel like you could, if anything, it's like maybe you're moving away from everybody you know. And this has come up for you multiple times. I've said to you, Virgo, that I feel like a lot of you Virgos could be kind of like leaving people or long-standing social groups that you belong to because that's what your chart is about. It's about probably learning, in your chart. I see a lot of stuff that could say like you are learning what people are important and what people aren't, what people have your best interests at heart, what people don't. All that stuff is going to be changing. So That's probably why they're sad. It's not really sadness, it's more growth, and I feel like that's how you need to look at it with these two cards. And finally, you have the Judgment card and the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, slow and steady energy, very positive for you, Virgo. I feel like this is you moving forward here. A lot of you, again, could be gaining a lot of clarity on what you want to do. It's kind of weird because the message is popping into my head is, like, I feel like you understand the purpose more, which is so weird to me. I feel like it's just saying that, it's like, what I really feel like saying, and I'm trying to spit it out here, Virgo, is that I feel like some of you, it's like maybe you originally looked at a job or a business or a career as just a way to make money, but now I feel like there's more purpose behind it. It's like you realize that there's more purpose than just money. So I feel like you're changing the reasons that you are doing things. Trust me, I'm all about making money, Virgo. I will, I never hate on people who are honest and who say, I'm doing YouTube for the bucks, right? Or I want to become famous or whatever. It's like, just be honest about it, right? I'm all for it, but at the same time, I feel like there is a need to make sure that you're, kind of creating quality content on YouTube, for example, if that's what you're doing, or if you're getting a business or a job. I feel like there's a need to put the quality in, is what I'm trying to say here, so that you can kind of like get something that you want from it, but also help people as well with the Judgment card. So I feel like it's like you are discovering your purpose here. That was probably just that was a rant almost there, Virgo, but thank you, Virgo. That looks really good. I like it. All right, Libra. Libra, what is going on for you? Libra, you have the Four of Wands and the Strength card. I feel like some of you need to be determined to get into a commitment. So if you're hoping for a commitment, like love, then I feel like you need to put the work in to get it. For others, I feel like this is saying that you need to be patient in a certain commitment. So if you are committed in a relationship, it's like maybe there's a commitment, but maybe it's not as deep as you want. I feel like this is just saying be patient. It's coming, and don't try to rush it as well. I always tell people, really, what does marriage change other than nothing? Probably nothing. If anything, it makes it worse, right? So I would say that really try not to rush into something here with these two cards in relationships. For others, what I would say is that I feel like there's a celebration coming in, or there could be another type of commitment coming in for you. Like maybe you've been waiting for a job. I feel like this is saying you've been waiting. There's a job coming in, or there's a new job, or something else that you can commit to coming in for you. Next, Ten of Pentacles, love it. Yeah, Three of Wands. I feel like a lot of you are exploring new ways of making money. So I feel like a lot of people like you could be, you always get the Nine of Wands, right? You don't have it tonight, of course, here, Libra. So again, Nine of Wands is my card of recognition and achievement. It's my card of standing out. It's my card of getting some sort of attention. So it wouldn't really surprise me if a lot of you were kind of like looking at ways to stand out on social media in your business, or you weren't. It wouldn't surprise me if you were like kind of looking for ways to stand out at work so you can get a raise or a promotion. And I feel like that's really just your message for the year. I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like it's saying there's more information you can learn as well. Even the Three of Wands is, like I said, it's a card of exploration. It's saying if there is something you want to do to make money, it says explore it, look into it, and actually like play around with it. If there was ever a good year to experiment, it's like this year and next year. So it's like, I always tell people that if they're starting a business or something, they should probably dive in, 100%. They should commit 200% really to starting it and making it happen. But if there was ever a year to like just kind of dabble in a business or a job idea or a way of making money, it would be probably this year and next year, especially with this chart. But really good energy here. Definitely more money coming in. I feel like if you're waiting, by the way, if you have been waiting for money, like an inheritance, insurance payout, anything like that, I feel like there could be a check coming in for you as well. And finally, you have the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. I feel like don't keep yourself trapped in love here. Eight of Swords is a card of course, keeping yourself stuck. So this is saying don't keep yourself stuck in love, and don't keep yourself stuck in a relationship where you're not happy. Don't keep yourself stuck being single if you don't want to be single. Obviously, if you want to be single, more power to you. Go for it, is what I would say here. But this is saying do not keep yourself stuck in some sort of situation. Kind of says take your power back. Three of Wands also says take the lead. Three of Wands is very much kind of like a card of taking your power back. Really, it's a Two of Wands, but Three of Wands is pretty close. So I feel like some of you need to take your power back. This is a card of powerlessness. The Eight of Swords is a card of feeling powerless, but we choose that, right, Libra? So I feel like you just need to choose not to be powerless. Queen of Cups, change in direction of love. Could be new love coming in for you. Could also just be a new passion or something that you're interested in coming in for you as well. But Libra looks really good for money, as always. So thank you, Libra. All right, Scorpio, what do we have for you, Scorpio people? Scorpio, you have the King of Cups and the Magician. I feel like you can have whatever you want, Scorpio. I say the same thing to Pisces every single night. So I feel that this is you, really, King of Cups. I feel like you're coming up in a very bold, strong kind of position here. I feel like a lot of you are also kind of caring about things. I feel like saying the amount that you care about something is very important. So I feel like if you kind of like put your care and attention into anything new that you're working on, could be a new relationship as well. I feel like the more care and attention you give it, the better with these two cards. I also feel like some of you, this would represent your conscious awareness. The Magician is your conscious awareness, things coming into your awareness. A lot of you could be aware of details. King of Cups does say that if you are becoming aware of details in any area of your life, that those details have been missing. King of Cups is like a return. It's things returning to you. So this could be like clarity, closure over a relationship. It could be answers you've been waiting for like starting something new in your life. It could be anything, but there could be some sort of return here. But it very much feels like it's just your mind. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of very clear or gaining clarity with these two cards. Next, you have the King of Swords and the Two of Swords. This, to me, is the same energy. I feel like this reading is all about you, Scorpio, is what I'm going to say. I don't really see love here. And again, this is just a daily reading, so I don't think, it doesn't matter. That will change tomorrow. But I feel like this is more talking about you. King of Swords is like very intellectual, analytical, very intelligent, and also very ethical as well. Some of you could be being called upon to make a decision for other people. This has like a very strong mediator type energy here. So some of you might be mediating between two people in your life, and it looks like you're the right person for the job if you're doing that. For others, you could be like a boss at work or something, and again, you might have to do that at work, but this does say you will be making a fair and just decision. For others, same thing in a legal matter as well. If you're involved in something legal, I feel like there will be justice with these two cards, so I like to see that. And what else am I getting here? For others, I feel like for some of you, I feel that this could be you kind of being like blocking out your emotions. So I'd keep your emotions open. King Cup says like open up emotionally and be kind of more, kind of share your emotions. This is very blocked off emotional energy. So if you're looking for love or anything else, try to be more open. And finally, you have the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this could be love now charging in for you here after like feeling left out in the cold. So I feel like some of you could be, feeling left out in the cold here. Knight of Swords says that someone could be charging in for you. It could be any sign, really. You do have air and water mostly showing up here, Scorpio, but I feel like any sign could be coming in for you here in love. For others, I'm just getting communication about your finances. So I feel like some of you could be having communication about your finances. For some of you, could be communicating about bills as well. Maybe that's why it's showing up as a Five of Pentacles. I had to clarify this. Yeah, I feel like you'll be fine. This is very good. This is like a win for you here, Scorpio. So I feel like for some of you, if you're having any problems or, again, this could be a minor thing as well. Definitely keep an eye on your, your bank statements and things like that. This could be like, somebody charging your card for something that you didn't charge your card for or something like that. I don't want to scare anybody, but again, just kind of like a warning here. I would keep an eye on it. Six of Wands says it will be fine. For others, this could be like some other issue, or it could be even positive. You could be like negotiating debts with the Six Wands or anything, and you could be kind of lowering your bills, but it looks positive, whatever it is. This would be good news about whatever that situation is. So thank you, Scorpio. Really appreciate it. Let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius. All right. Let's see here. And all right, Sagittarius, as always, already a shuffled deck, but let's see what we got for you. Sagittarius, you have the Eight of Wands and the Hangman. Yeah, I feel like there's a need for action. Duh, right? The Hangman, no action, being stuck. Eight of Wands, quick action, needing to move quickly towards something. And you also have the Knight of Pentacles as well. So I feel like a lot of you could be, I do feel like there could be a general lack of clarity for some of you in general. So it's like maybe you want a new job, but maybe you're not sure what to do. But these cards kind of just say, just do it. Just go get a job. Go get something if that's what you need. If it's something else like love, this would just say, get out there, socialize with the Eight of Wands, and you will have a quick victory, but you have to take action with these two cards. For others, I feel like this is an end of sacrifice is what I feel like saying. So some of you maybe have had to make some sacrifices, but it's like these are sacrifices that you made for a better future in your life. It's like maybe you went back to school, or maybe you are going back to school, or maybe you're making some other type of sacrifice, and I feel like this is saying results are coming in the near future. Not tomorrow, or not today if you're watching this on the 22nd, but soon. Next, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups here. Sagittarius. So I feel like for some of you, this could be saying you're being too cautious because of the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups could be illusions, things in your head that just aren't true. So I feel like you need to kind of like let go of the fears here with these two cards. It's like maybe you want to start something new, but you have a bunch of fears or illusions or fantasies that aren't even true. This kind of says don't tell yourself stories about things that haven't even happened yet. Because again, you could be kind of like blowing things out of proportion. For others, I do feel like this could have been a relationship where somebody ran away from you. So if you had somebody running away from you in a relationship, I feel like this person was just too cautious. It's almost like what I feel like saying is it's like it would be better for them to break up with you in their head than have you break up with them. I feel like they're just like a messed up person. So if you were in that situation, I feel like that's what it was. I feel like they're just messed up in a lot of ways. I also feel for others that you need to focus on like how you make money. And I feel like this is saying like pick one focus. Focus on one thing, complete it, see it through to the end, and that will lead to the most success. And finally, you have the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. I feel like this could be a divorce for some of you. So I feel like some of you have gone through a divorce or a separation situation, or you will be going through a divorce or a separation situation. But again, you would know about this. This is not a surprise, right? You don't have any surprise cards here. So I feel like it's just saying you're going through the process. For others, I feel like this could be new love coming in, of course, with the Hierophant. So you could be meeting someone new that you will be getting married to, not today, but probably in the future with that Hierophant card. For others, I feel like this is a need to break away from like too much inside the box energy with the Hierophant, right? So I feel like the Three of Swords is saying you just need to get out of the box and get outside the box here, or think outside the box with that Three of Swords to cover issues. For others, this would represent a healing. It definitely would represent an expert coming in and helping you with the healing. So if you're like going to a doctor or having a doctor do anything to you, this would say that that would be probably a good idea and that there will be a very quick healing. So that's kind of what I feel here. But thank you, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. What do we have for you, Capricorn people? And Capricorn. All right, Cap. Capricorn, you have the Six of Pentacles here and the Two of Swords. I feel like some of you need to make a choice here, of course, with the Two of Swords. I feel like some of you could be avoiding something, or you could be trying to delay the inevitable is what's popping into my head. Crazy message there. So I'd say don't delay the inevitable. I feel like you just either, it's almost like an ending. Like I feel like some of you just need to get something out of your life. It could be like some sort of job situation. It could be a relationship. It's like maybe you were one of those people who's been thinking about breaking up with your partner. It's like if you're thinking about it, you should probably do it. So it's like stop, don't delay the inevitable is what I feel like this is saying. Allow something to end. For others, I feel like this could be better money coming in. Still not amazing. So some of you, it's like you might not be making amazing money, but more money could be coming in for you here with these two cards. Next, Eight of Pentacles. I love that. Seven of Swords. Let go of your fears. This is very specific. The message I'm getting here is I feel like some of you have a brand new idea, and if you do, I feel like it's going to be very successful. But I feel like you got to get past this energy right here. This also says, have a plan, plain and simple. Seven of Swords is the card of tactics. It's a card of avoiding common problems. How do we avoid problems? We have a plan with the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, the card of diligence, the card of having a plan on doing something, the card of doing things the way they usually are done in the first place. So it's kind of like saying, if you're starting a business, follow the typical business rules. If you're starting a relationship, follow the typical relationship rules, and things will just work out. It's kind of like a pretty straightforward energy, but it does say have a plan. Eight of Pentacles, this would also represent needing to pay attention to the details. The Three of Diamonds came up a few times in the weekly readings for this week, Capricorn, and the Three of Diamonds in the playing cards is problems with legal paperwork. So again, if you're involved in anything legal or if signing any paperwork at all, this basically says, to pay attention to the details and make sure to double check the paperwork. This is a warning. This is not saying something bad is happening or that there's a problem or anything like that. It's just saying double check it so there isn't a problem. If you double check it, you will be fine. If you don't, then things could come up, but still very good combination. And finally, Capricorn, the Star. Knight of Swords. A lot of you are moving towards this energy, the Star. I feel like you're about to pour all your energy, like pour For some of you, this is pretty significant. I feel like you're about to pour your heart and soul into a project or something that you're working on with the star card, and I feel like it'll go very well for you is what this says. For others, I feel like this is saying imperfect action as well is what's popping into my head. So I almost feel like you need to move faster. The Nine of Swords to me kind of just says, it's, to me, I'm getting crazy words tonight. So I'm getting like improvising, all sorts of weird stuff is popping in. So I don't know what that means, but it's like if you're trying to start something, I feel like you just need to get started and then kind of like change as you go. This is about you being adaptable. I guess that's really probably the word that's popping into my head. So I feel like a lot of you need to be adaptable in any new situation you're in, and I feel like you need to realize that things don't need to be perfect. I feel like I always say this to Virgo, but now I'm saying it to you. So there you go, Capricorn. That's what I'm getting. But the star as your outcome, really positive. Definitely fulfillment, wishes, clarity, good things coming in for you. So thank you, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius. What do we have for you, Aquarius people? And Aquarius. All right. Aquarius, you have the Eight of Cups here and the Five of Swords. Yeah, this could be a breakup or a divorce or a separation that you're going through, plain and simple. Eight of Cups says you, in the past, you walked away from something, or you have recently walked. It could be recent, it could be in the past as well. Here in the Five of Swords, like separation, divorce. So some of you could be going through a situation like that with these two cards. For others, this could be people that you're walking away from, Aquarius. Five of Swords is a card of like open, it's a card of open dishonor. People, talking behind your back, or, people doing rude things to you, or whatever the case may be. So this would just represent walking away from those situations or getting away from rude people. Next, you have the Two of Wands. Again, you standing up for yourself. This is a card of being bold, being assertive, being successful, all sorts of things. Yeah, Four of Cups. This card does not want me to pick it up. I'll say that. Four of Cups is like you probably throwing away people or places or things that no longer serve you. And like, again, Two of Wands is taking your personal power back. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of standing in boldness. This would also be a card of innovation to me. Again, to me, Aquarius, you are the innovators in life. So you are the inventors, or the people that come up with like new ideas. So any new ideas, these do not have to be new on a global scale. These could be new ideas to you. And I feel like I've said this to you before. So, what that means is it's like maybe nobody in your family has ever gone to college. Maybe you're going to college. So it's like you're innovating. Maybe nobody has ever started a business. Maybe you're doing that. Maybe nobody has ever had a successful relationship, but I feel like you're about to be the first, is what I feel like saying to you, Aquarius, at something. And it could be anything, but definitely I'm getting like the first here. And finally, you have the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. New love offer, so definitely love. Somebody loves you, Aquarius. Could be a water sign, obviously, with the Page of Cups. I feel like you've had water the past few nights, so but this is definitely love right here. Your emotions overflowing, being very happy, very strong, intimacy, love type feeling here, and very very deep emotional connection. So if you have new love coming in, or even if over the past few months, or I would say even over the past year, if you've met someone, it feels like a longer time for some of you. So I would say that if you're with somebody, I feel like it's very positive here with these two cards. For others, this could be an offer, or it could be kind of like a job offer, pretty much anything if you're not looking for love, and it could be some type of offer that makes you very happy with that Ace of Cups as well. For others, I feel like you need to put more emotion into something. I feel like it's like you expressing yourself more is what's popping into mind. I feel like that's important for some reason. What else do you have here? Yeah, Two of Wands. This would be like about expressing yourself. So again, if you're not interested in love, it's like maybe you need to express yourself in a different way. It's like maybe you're trying to get your point across in work meetings or something like that, but maybe the way you come off isn't the right way. So I feel like there needs to be some sort of change there. It's like I keep getting the word presentation as well. Some of you could be giving a presentation, but really it could just, but I feel like it's you. I feel like it's how you present yourself here with these cards that needs to change or something. And I feel like it's going to be very good for you, whatever it is. So thank you, Aquarius. All right, Pisces. Pisces, thank you as always for your patience. Pisces, let's see what we have for you, Pisces people. And Pisces. Pisces. Pisces, you show up. High Priestess, Page of Swords. This person's coming back, so I feel like somebody could be spying on you, Pisces. For some, I only feel that for some of you. I feel like it's a mystery. For some of you, I feel like it is somebody trying to come back, but I feel like it's mysterious. I feel like the reason they're coming back is mysterious, so they might not be telling you everything if someone's coming back from your past. I would definitely be careful of that. To me, this is also you, Pisces. Pisces, you get the most learning messages out of everybody I read for. Why? Because your chart has the best opportunity for learning. So I would say for you, Pisces, that would be a really good idea to learn as much as you possibly can about anything you're interested in. These two cards say do not just scratch the surface. It says, gain a very deep understanding of whatever it is you're working on in life, whether it's love, business, money, spirituality, doesn't matter. This says gain as much knowledge as you possibly can, and also take action. High Priestess is no action, so this card says take action on the things that you learn. Don't just learn it, and that will be the most successful for you. Page of Swords is a card of strength. For some of you, I do feel like, again, you've had the Six of Swords in the past, which is a rite of passage. I do feel a very strong rite of passage type energy for Pisces pretty much every time I read for Pisces. So I feel like a lot of you do need to kind of use your strength for probably multiple things that are going on in your life, but I feel like you will. Next, you have the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So this could represent fears that you're having. Nine of Swords, get out of your head, Pisces. Definitely is what I'd say to you here. Yeah, definitely. I feel like you need to use your strength at this time because you have the Page of Swords, which is a card of strength, and the Strength card clarifying this. So I feel like if you're having any fears, doubts, worries about anything you're working on in your life, I feel like you just need to get out of your head. I feel like it's just kind of more mental kind of worries and fears coming up here. With the Queen of Cups, this is a very intuitive, psychic, kind of spiritual energy. So I feel like this is saying the solution to this problem here, if you're having anxiety, depression, worries, fears, doubts, whatever, is to kind of tap into the spiritual side of things and try to heal yourself that way if you're going through any kind of challenges or anything like that. And finally, you have the Three of Cups in the World. So traveling, as always, Pisces. So some of you could be traveling and it could lead to a celebration here. So a lot of you could be traveling is what I would say here. For others, this could be completion of goals or reaching a certain goal in your life that could be very difficult for you to reach. And again, that's kind of what these cards are saying. Have strength to finish something, have strength to see something through to the end. So I feel like a lot of you need to do that with these two cards because it's you're almost about to finish something with this World card here, and I feel like there's a lot of success coming in because of it. For others, I feel like a lot of you are getting more involved with people around you. So this would be a good thing. This would be socializing, becoming more social. The World card is a card of just involvement. It's just inserting yourself into a group of people or inserting yourself into something else, and this will probably lead to total fulfillment for you here, Pisces. Yeah, look at this. I feel like if you're opening up to anything new, Pisces, yeah, definitely. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, Pisces, but definitely, I would say if you're starting something new, doing anything new, joining new groups, if you're not joining new groups, you need to, Pisces, all that stuff in your 11th house, Capricorn energy, right? I mean, it's that screams, especially by the end of the year. At least, Pisces, make me a promise, by the end of the year, that you'll when Jupiter moves into Capricorn, that you'll start getting involved in groups based off of whatever your interest in life is. That's probably where you're going to see the most growth, the most abundance, the most success, the most opportunity. For others, this could be a rebirth in love. Definitely could be an ex trying to come back, but this really feels like new love to me. So I feel like there could be a lot of, it's you could be discovering your true purpose in love here, Pisces, with the Judgment card, who the true person for you is. Or you could be at least gaining an understanding of what traits a person like that would have in your life. So I really like that. For others, this is you stepping off on a new path. If you're starting anything new, Pisces, this is your true path. This is your true purpose. This is your true inner calling with the Judgment card. So Pisces, as usual, one hell of a reading. So thank you, Pisces. All right, thank you everybody again for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card right now. So we are going to do cards 1, 2, and 3. And let's see what we get for everybody. All right, 1, 2, and 3, people. And here we go. All right, 1, 2, and 3. All right, if you pick card number 1, you have the Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like if you have love in your life, or if you're meeting someone new, I feel like saying over the next 6 months, again, I don't trust psychic timing at all. To me, the universe doesn't wear a watch. Things happen when they're supposed to happen, right? So, but what I would say is if you're meeting someone over the next 6 months, or if you're with somebody right now, I feel like this is probably a very good relationship, or it will be. Three of Pentacles says that this person that you are with or that you will be meeting wants to work on a team, which is most important. Again, North Node in Cancer, plain and simple, North Node in Cancer says find someone who wants to work on a team with you and wants to keep it playful and fun. That's the most important thing there. So I feel like there could be somebody coming in who wants to work on a team with you in love, true love, Ace of Cups. If you are not interested in love, this would represent working on something where you actually want to work on in life, business or work-wise. And it's just saying that you will be putting in the quality work to make things successful. So very good energy there. Next, if you pick card number 2, you have the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. I feel like a lot of you could be moving towards new love here as well, towards somebody that you could marry. Again, I've been talking about this all year. North Node in Cancer kicks off more serious relationships. So, and plus we ended like a lot of cycles that I think ruined relationships. Not really ruined, because like astrology doesn't control our life either, people. But what I would say is that there's like a lot of problems in relationships over the past many, many years. And it's like now things are changing. So I think we're going to see kind of relationships be a little bit more serious or a little bit better than they have been in the past. Not perfect, but better. So a lot of you could be moving towards marriage here. It's probably a new person, could be an earth sign, could be any sign coming in for you here with the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles just says somebody new. It could be requiring time, or it could be taking time to develop for whatever reason is going on in your life, but there could be things that are kind of keeping you from developing further, but this just says with time, things will kind of get better and increase. Definitely could be love. For those of you not interested in love, by the way, this could just simply represent a new job, card number 2. And if you pick card number 3, you have the Ace of Swords and the Empress. I feel like there's truth and clarity and justice coming in for some of you here. It could be like a legal settlement or anything like that, or it could be like an insurance payout, something along those lines here. For others, I feel like this is communication. I feel like somebody finds you beautiful, card number 3, people, so definitely could be love. This could say there's like an abundance of love opening up for you here. For others, I feel like this is an idea. So Ace of Swords is like a really good idea that could lead to financial abundance. So I feel like you need to take action on your ideas, card number 3, people. But card number 3, really nice. So thank you, everybody, again, for being here. Really appreciate it. I am going to take questions now. Of course, Super Chats will get preference, but I will try to answer as many people as I possibly can. I do answer Super Chats in order, and make sure to pay attention as well. I do not repeat Super Chats, but Irini, thank you for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, he didn't come on vacation with me like you said, and we haven't spoken since then. Now what? The Fool, Adventure, Wheel of Fortune. He might try to come back to you, is what I would say here. So Wheel of Fortune is like a card of returns, but I would say at this point, the Fool says take a leap of faith away from this person, is what I would say to you here. Yeah, 7 of Wands would say that you need to open up to someone new, basically, at this point. 9 of Wands, yeah. This is very defensive, like closed off energy, so I would open up to someone new. I do feel like there's a turnaround for you here, is what I would say to you. So the Fool is like a new beginning, but I would move on at this point, is what I would say to you. Yeah, Knight of Swords, this is like you kind of like needing to move on to something else, basically, with this card, is what I'd say to you. Yeah, 8 of Wands, moving on as well, but I definitely feel like love coming in for you here. Matt, thank you for the Super Chat as always. You say, card for the next few days. Feel like I busted through an emotional, spiritual wall in a good way. Yes, the Knight of Cups is what I'd say to you. 6 of Wands, yes, inner clarity and more clarity coming in for you. The 6 of Wands could also just represent releasing burdens. So it could say that what you have healed in both of these areas in your life is burdens that you've been carrying from other people. So it's just going to lead to success and good news with the 6 of Wands. But Knight of Cups, really good card, especially for anything emotional. It's like you becoming, in a lot of ways, it's you kind of allowing your imagination to guide you. But it's just saying that you're more open to that because of the healing that you did. So that's what I would say to you. That looks good. Stunning, Casey. Thank you again for the Super Chat. Really appreciate it. You say, second celebration collective. Everybody that is here, we are about to do another collective because of KC. So thank you to the KC. You say, shout out to Clint. Shout out to Clint. Clint, hello. And water for Chris. Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. I think it's time for some water. No doubt. All right. Let's timestamp this. For everybody here in the collective, we have the Justice card and the 8 of Cups. So I would say this is a kind of a sadder collective. So for any of you who have been in relationship situations where somebody walked away or maybe somebody ran away from you as well, you have the 7 of Cups, which is the card of running away. So I would say if you are in one of those types of situations in love, this would say that there will be justice served in that situation, or you could be seeing the person getting karma or something along those lines as well. For others, you could just be not fulfilled in your job, or there could be other things. Justice is just where we put our energy, and it's the return. It's cause and effect is what justice is. So comes up for everybody. Saturn and Capricorn, I talk about this all the time. Saturn and Capricorn, for everybody, according to Chris's crappy astrology here, is just where you put your energy, what you get back. But it's about being efficient is Saturn and Capricorn. If we are doing things where we're putting in more energy than we're getting back, Saturn and Capricorn is going to remove those things from our life. Could even be relationships as well. So I feel like a lot of you are becoming more efficient, which is a good thing with these two cards. Might seem uncomfortable, but it's probably a good thing. Next, for the collective, we have the Five of Cups and we have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like some of you need to let go of something here. So some of you might need to let go of a relationship or something like that. Again, it could be a relationship where you're putting in more and you're not getting enough back. I always tell people, it's like, be careful of those relationships. If it's not even, that's the problem in the first place. It's like, I feel like people kind of get stuck in these relationships where they're investing into the relationship, but they're not seeing a return back. And it's kind of like the fear of loss. It's like if you've already invested a certain amount, it's like you're afraid to leave because of what you paid for it, but that never works out, right? Just look at people at the casino, right? They keep putting more money into the slot machine, but what do they get back? Nothing at all. So I feel like some of you need to be careful of, like, with these two cards, of investing in something that's dead, done, over with. That's all that's popping into my head. It might not be a relationship. It could be anything else. It could be a business. It could be something else. But I really get like a cutting your losses type of situation with those two cards. And finally, for the collective, we have the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So again, overall, this is saying if you focus on one thing and see it through to the end, you will be successful with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is the card of discipline, though. So this to me would represent like focusing on one, like if you're working on a project, focusing on one project at a time and kind of like being very disciplined about it and deciding to work on something every single day. So again, I really feel like there's like kind of like a seeing things through to the end type of energy here, like picking a project and working on it and making it successful. So I feel like some of you need to do that here. For others, I feel like this is what you're getting to right here, Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you're not there yet, but maybe you will be reaching a point where you are going to be very self-sufficient, determined, self-reliant, and kind of having nicer things in life as well. But again, Seven of Cups says you need to focus exactly on what you want and you will get it. So make sure to use your powers of manifestation there as well. But thank you again, KC, for the collective. Really appreciate it. Eleni, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say character description on guy who texted as Vinny. Very sexual is what I would say. I would say no on this one. Ace of Wands could be just like, could be only interested in the sexual side of things. I have no problem with that, of course. But what I would say is like, is that what you want? If it is, great. Then I would say go for it. If it's not, then I would say move on with this Ten of Swords. But Ace of Wands, it is very sexual energy. I don't know what else to say. Very confident, very courageous, very enthusiastic type of energy as well. So these types of people can be very exciting. But again, is that what you want? I don't know. Crumsy, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Still dealing with emotionless family cards. King of Wands, Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this will change. It's going to take time. King of Wands is about just being a parent, right? Or just being a family member and just being present, basically. It's like we can't change these people. They, unfortunately, we can't change family, right? So it's like you just have to put the work in. And you just have to be there. I feel like this is just saying being present is what's popping into my head. Four of Wands. I feel like there will be a celebration, but still, yeah, those cards look good. I feel like there will be changes. Jacqueline, thank you for the super chat. Leaving the house for exercise and fresh air, or fresh produce. I thought you said fresh air. Jeez. Cards, please. Temperance, patience, Three of Wands, looking into the future. Temperance is like also balance and health. So I feel like you could be like creating more balance in your health or creating more balance in your life in general. Three of Wands is like a card of taking the lead in your life as well. That doesn't really surprise me. Yeah, after tower moments or surprises. I feel like this is like what you've already gone through. I feel like you've already gone through these periods of like needing to rebuild your life with this card. But I feel like you're maybe looking at it on a deeper level and trying to rebuild with that Three of Wands. So kind of a weird message, but there you go. Yanni, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Yanni, I feel like you need to get out of your head. Let go of your fears. Yes, let go of your fears. Even the High Priestess can be a card of fears and like worries. So I feel like in a lot of ways you have to let go of your fears here with this card. I feel like there's something in your life that has potential as well as what I'm getting. So this could be like a personal project, could be a relationship as well, could be both. But this is saying like take advantage of the potential in your life. Brittany Rebel, thank you for the super chat. Brittany, if you have a question, pop it in down below. I'll be happy to answer it. KC, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say, card for Sal. Relax, girl. It's all good. Sal, thanks to the stunning KC, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, love, happiness, and Seven of Pentacles, really good card for money, by the way, as well, Sal, but this could represent assessment and reward as well, so this could kind of be almost, not really fortune after difficulty, but this is kind of like getting a reward from the universe after a difficult period of time, so I really like this a lot. That looks really good. Brittany Rebel, again, thank you. You say, I just got the chance to sing in a band and they seem to like me. It's a go for sure. Will I make money and will it be successful? You have the Three of Swords, which would say no. Six of Pentacles, I still feel like you should do this, is what I would say. Six of Pentacles says maybe the money won't be like amazing, maybe it won't be mind-blowing amounts of money, but the Six of Pentacles is important for growth and it's important for future things. So it says that maybe the money, maybe you won't be like a billionaire, but maybe it's going to be enough for now. Not only that, the Six of Pentacles says that this could be something that leads to something else. So yes, I would do it, is what I would say to you. It's like maybe this isn't the thing that's going to be successful, but you know, there's probably something else coming in the future. So I would do it, is what I would say to you. Definitely. Casey, again, thank you for the super chat. You say, card for Mama Minnow. Card for Mom. Mom, you have the, thank you, by the way, Casey. Mom, you have the Death card and the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, I like that. Transformation in your money, or money coming in, more money coming in. Death card, total transformation. Ten of Pentacles is a card of kind of like something permanent coming in for you that could be financial as well. Yeah, releasing financial burdens. So money for Mom. That looks really good. Stunning Casey as well, thank you again for the super chat. You say, paying it forward to 3 people you pick, you got it. Let's see. Well, Cartier 711, thank you for being here. We're going to pay it forward to you thanks to the stunning Casey. You say, I need some positive change. Is anything coming my way? Queen of Pentacles. Cartier, I feel like you need to pick a new path with this card is what I'd say. Yeah, definitely changes coming in for you. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer shores, things improving in a much better way. So I feel like there are definitely major improvements coming in for you. But Queen of Pentacles says step off on the new path. If there's anything new that comes into your life, like pick the new path basically with that card there is what I'd say to you. Is the NBA, by the way, the person I'm talking about knows who I'm talking about, I'm sure. The person with NBA in their name, whatever your name was, feel free to type your question in. I wanted to answer you last night and I didn't. So if you're still here, NBA person, please pop your question in down below. And let's see here. We're going to try to find someone else. Maybe not. Let's see here. As I always say, the problem is people follow the rules now. All right, I'm gonna Casey. I'm gonna keep an eye open for one more person. Miss Bella, thank you for the super chat, or 2 more, depending. Miss Bella, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, are my finances going to get better? I'm a Capricorn. Capricorn, you, Hermit, I would say yes. The Hermit is like saying that maybe you are in a period of time where you are learning how to make more money or something like that, or you are learning like what you need to do to make more money. Yeah, the Magician, you have all the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to make the money you want. This could represent a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability that could make you more money. So that's what I would say to you there with this card. I feel like you need to use one of your skills. 5 Wands, I feel like you need to realize that there is no competition. And I feel like you are in a learning period as well. 5 Wands to me represents a learning period. Learning through conflict is what I would say to you. So that's what I'd say there. Debbie Foreman, yes, I will pay it forward to you. You say, promotion coming for me soon. Yes, definitely. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups says if you have tried in the past, this says that things will be improving for you here. And it's also a card of obstacles being removed. So if there have been obstacles to you getting a raise or getting a promotion, then yes is what this says. Brenda, I'm gonna pick you as well. Brenda, you say, can you yes, I can. Brenda, you have the what the heck is this? Page of Cups. and the Sun. I feel like this could be love coming in for you, Brenda, or it could also be a love offer coming in for you as well. If you're looking for love, it could also be a work offer, but whatever it is, I feel like you're going to be extremely happy. You have the Sun, the best card in the deck. So I feel like this is a card that's saying that you are about to be very happy, or that there's like a lot of happiness coming in for you in some area of your life. Cartier711, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every single day. So I'm always here every day. All right. Kelly, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You say here, will Maddie get into school of her choice? Yes, definitely. Chariot, Victory. So yes, is what I'd say to you. And you also say, future outlook for me and my person. Ace of Pentacles, love it. Ace of Pentacles to me is the ups and downs of a relationship. You know, again, there don't have to be very many downs, but it's just saying that this is probably going to be a journey that the two of you are going on. To me, the Ace of Pentacles is the path to marriage. It's not saying, it doesn't necessarily mean that you will get married, but it does say the potential is there. And maybe you don't want to get married. Like, not everybody wants to get married, right? So it could just represent a very deep commitment, but definitely very good for this situation is what I'd say to you here. Yeah, I'd say if I was being super picky about this, every once in a while I like to ask for a super picky card, and Two of Swords shows up. So Two of Swords says, if you're being super picky about this person that you're with, this could say that maybe needing to find a middle ground on issues or problems or whatever that you're dealing with, maybe that's what you have to do, is like learn how to not necessarily agree with each other, but understand each other's point of view and kind of be okay with that. You know, that could be something you have to do, but overall very positive. Stunning, Casey. Again, you say here, super chat for Jackie. Jackie, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of money in things that you are interested in. Like, I feel this for everybody. So, you know, that's why I keep encouraging people to start things that they're interested in. But I feel like there could be a lot of money coming in for you here based off of interests or hobbies or things that you love with the Knight of Wands. This could also be love, but Eight of Pentacles would say this person's available to you, but you're going to have to put the work in. You have to put the time and the energy in to find this person. So, like, get out and date and things like that if you're looking for love. Hannah, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, Hannah. You say, will I find a house and move soon? I feel like you could. I feel like you've had a hard time. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, you know, challenges, things like that. Yeah, I feel like you could find something a lot faster. Eight of Swords says you're keeping yourself stuck, Hannah. Emperor. Yeah, I feel like you just need to, like, put in the work. But yes, is what I'd say to you. Even though these cards are, you know, cards of being stuck, they're not, you know, they're not bad cards. So I would just say yes. Karen Cohen, thank you again. Oh, I called you your real name. Sorry. You say, will J.R. Raven see her Frank Sinatra tomorrow? Yes, is what I'd say. The star. So, thank you, Karen. And J.R. Raven. Yes, I feel like you will. So, yes, yes, yes. El Preza, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will my Gemini reach out to me again? Yes, definitely. You have the Ten of Cups here. So this is happy home, happy family. So I would say yes. Page of Wands, yes, is what I'd say to you. Two of Pentacles, yes. So yes. I don't know what else to say other than yes. Sometimes I just don't know. Two Wands. I feel like if you wanted to reach out to them, you could make this happen faster, and at least you would have an answer. But I would say yes. I feel like definitely. Rose, thank you for the super chat card fee. Rose, thank you. And I've been feeling a little bit off too. I just sense some sort of disturbance going on here. But you have the Page of Pentacles, so yeah, this is really good energy. This is a card of needing to have an effect on your day. So it could say maybe you are feeling off, but maybe it's really a restless energy, or maybe it's just that you need something to work on. And so maybe you just need to, like, start a project or start something so that you have time to put into something. So I feel like this is like unused. To me, that's what I'm trying to say to you, Rose. To me, this is like unused energy. So I feel like you need to, like, take the energy you're not using throughout the day. And you might be saying, well, I feel really tired. But really, sometimes we can feel tired if we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing or whatever. So, and I'm not calling you lazy, but I would just definitely use your energy for something. Lanny, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Anything good coming this week? Could be love for you, Lanny. Yeah, King of Swords type of person. To me, whenever I get the King of Swords, if it shows up with, like, another king, to me, it's the same person. To me, this is just talking about their emotions or their personality. So this could be love coming in for you. King of Cups is the return of love to your life. It doesn't mean someone from the past. It means someone new. Or, you know, could mean just new love, basically the feelings of love. But it could be somebody older than you, somebody very determined, very successful, intelligent, hardworking. I mean, I could go on and on about these cards, but definitely feel like it could be love. It could also be a job if you're looking for a job. there. You have Four Swords. I feel like you're in a break period, like a break from the universe, but it's like you're in a healing period with that Four Swords. Kiara B, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You say, well, starting a YouTube channel, later be successful. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, yes. I feel like you need to go like this, right here, this way. So this would say, if you do this, like the Queen of Wands says, be bold, be crazy, be out there, you know, all that other stuff on the channel, and it will be successful. But I would say yes, I feel like you need to get started. Like the Hangman says you need to start and not wait. Yeah, Four Cups. Four Cups just says, think about what you really want. But yes, to answer your question. Christina Nava, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Will I go to NYC before the end of the year? Yes, definitely, if you want to. Nine of Cups is a wish. So, yes, and Nine of Cups is my long-distance card. So, it's just a card, you know, to me, it's not really a card to travel, but, you know, to me, it represents distance. So, I would definitely say yes to you. Yeah, Page of Swords, like finding a way to do it. But, yes, no doubt about it. Hannah, thank you for the super chat. You say, would a relationship with Pisces be successful and long-lasting? I would say yes. Strength card is not a bad card for relationships. It's just a card of patience. As a Pisces myself, yeah, I mean, yeah, you probably have to be patient with us Pisces people because we're dummies, right? So I would say yes, but be patient, be strong, and I would also, what else am I getting here? This is a very compassionate energy as well. Strength is a card of compassion, so I feel like, you know, if they're a Pisces, they're probably very compassionate and caring, and just a good person is what I'd say there. But Queen of Cups is a wholehearted energy. Usually, Pisces are either like player jerks or they're extremely compassionate and they put everything they got into relationships they get into, and that's kind of what I feel here. Yeah, I feel like this will be a total celebration for you, Hannah. Yeah, the world, they will give you the world, so yes, definitely very successful. I would go for it. I would go for it if I were you. Alex Salazar, thank you for the super chat. Alex, you say, card for the rest of the week. Alex, get out of your head. Lovers, new love coming in for you. But Lovers says, step off on the new path. Judgment. Yeah, it's like, I feel like you're finally waking up or you're feeling more awake with these two cards. But I feel like Lovers to me says, pick the new path in love. So it could be new love coming in for you. If you have love, then it could just be the relationship you're in. The Judgment card is like a rebirth type moment. It's also your inner calling. So you could be focused on, like, you could be focused more on your true purpose this week is what I would say to you. So that's that. All right. Kiara B, thank you again for the super chat. Let me just shuffle this real quick, Kiara, and I will get to your question here real quick. So let's see. All right. One more. And, all right. Kiara, will Aqua message Hierophant, King of Wands? I would say yes to you. I feel like that King of Wands is like a lot of attraction is what I would say to you here. Yeah. I feel like there's still closed off energy. So this to me, Kiara, would just represent a delay. Yeah, you have the Queen of Pentacles being patient. So I would say yes, but I feel like it's going to take time. And for the future, I feel like you need to get clear on whether or not you really want this with the Moon card. Moon, I don't really consider it to be a bad card necessarily, but it could say like your vision for the future of this is not what you think it's going to be, or maybe it's just not possible. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, this would be you being single. So yeah, I'm not sure. That like I just don't know that you're going to really kind of like get what you want with this card, or you're just not going to maybe get exactly what you want from this situation is what I would say to you. Yeah, I would say don't trick yourself out of good potential opportunities. Candy, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I totally missed this. You say, pass forward, please. No question. I have to go, so I won't be here. Candy, oh, you're not here anyway. So, Candy, when you watch this back later, I apologize, but thank you for the super chat. Pat, are you still here, by the way? If Pat, let me know if you're still here. And definitely type in your question, Pat, down below. I will definitely be answering your question. Cartier 711, you say, I have an interview tomorrow. Will I be hired? 3 Cup celebration. So I would say yes. Ruby Hernandez, thank you for the super chat. You say, card of the day, 4 Swords. Ruby, didn't you have this card? I think you had this card with me last night or the night before or something. So I feel like you're like in a break period or you're in a recovery period. I would just say take time for yourself with this card. Amanda, love card. You have the Lovers, so I feel like there's love coming in for you, but it would be new love, I would say, with this card, so someone new. All right, everybody. By the way, if I have not answered your question, pop it in down below. I will stick around a while longer, and I will... I feel like a motor mouth tonight, so I could probably just keep going, but I will stick around for a little while longer and answer some more questions. Let me see. Pat Green, that's who I was looking for. Pat, thank you for being here. Yes, I feel like you will. Chariot, victory. This is in your control. I would definitely follow up, is what I would say to you, Matt, with this card. Or Pat, what am I talking about? Pat, but I would follow up, but I would say yes, is what I would say to you. So I would go for it. Yeah, Hierophant, I would take more action, but that looks good, Pat. There's definitely something coming for you. I know it's been a long wait, but that looks good. Jen, hello. Thank you for being here. I got a raise and a promotion, but still I ask, should I stay or should I go? Emperor, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like it's not enough. It's like it doesn't matter that you got the raise or the promotion if it's not enough, right? So I would say I feel like you should go. I feel like you know this with the Emperor. I feel like you have bigger, better plans. Ace of Swords. See, but this tells me that there's going to be an opportunity. So it kind of just tells me that maybe you should just wait until a new opportunity comes in. I wouldn't wait for the opportunity. I would hunt for that. I would be a shark, Jen, is what I'd say. Not a guppy fish, but yeah, I would hunt for something, but I definitely feel like there's going to be an opportunity that comes along. Journey, thank you for the super chat, as always. You say, when will people meet with me? Will they give me funds? You have the Strength card. I feel like you need to be more determined to do this. 3 Wands. 3 Wands is being more bold, Journey. It's like really kind of like really going for it and really trying to make something happen here is what I would say to you, Journey. I would almost like, I'm pretty sure you're trying to do a documentary or something like that. I would almost tell you to like try to do what you can and maybe like get it on YouTube or something like that. And, you know, maybe it's not the full thing, but maybe it's like enough to allow you to get the funds. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles. I just said, what happens if she does that? Boom, right here, 10 of Pentacles. So I would almost tell you to like try to like prove the concept first. And then I feel like you'll get all the money you could ever imagine, is what I'd say there. But I feel like there's a lot of opportunities coming in for you. But I would say yes. I feel like people are going to meet with you, all that stuff. No doubt about it. Arouge, you have the King of Knight of Pentacles. So maybe not this week, but soon. Ninja, hello. You have 2 cards. You have the Tower and the Empress. This could be success coming in for you. I feel like you've already gone through Tower multiple, plural moments. But so I feel like you've gone through some difficulties and challenges, more or less. But that's it. But Empress, you're heading towards like springtime. I feel like I've said that to you before. Natalia, card for September. I feel like it's going to be a good month. 4 Cups, it's going to be whatever you want it to be. 4 Cups is a card of manifestation. It says, yep, it's going to be a great month because you are saying it's going to be a great month. So, yes. Rose, if I am too late, a couple cards, work financials. You have the Death card, definitely transformation. 6 of Cups, I feel like you need to do things, try again, is what this card is saying. 6 of Cups to me just says obstacles are being removed. It's time for you to try something you've tried in the past that hasn't worked, or maybe that didn't work in the past, so I would like try again. Owana, you say here, do you see my kids with Medicaid? I think you need to be patient. I feel like it's going to take too long, or there's something about time. So maybe not is what I would say with those 2 cards. But I also don't feel like saying no. So I feel like they're going to have something. But I just don't know what. Tam G, will things start to turn around for me? Yes, literally the card of a turnaround for you, Tam. And the card of luck. So, and being at a turning point. So, yes. Amanda, happy birthday tomorrow. You have the Page of Swords. I feel like you need to spend the next year kind of like looking into things that you're curious about, looking at things you're interested in. KS, any big changes? Marriage? So, probably a commitment for you is what I'd say. Mark, thank you. And Mark, guess what card you get? You get the same exact card. Look at that. That's only the 2nd time that's happened, or 3rd time, something like that. That's pretty crazy. No joke. All right, I will take a couple more questions, people. So, again, if you have a question, pop it in down below, and I will be happy to answer it. So let me refresh this real quick. Make sure I didn't miss somebody. Nope, I didn't. So, Amanda, thank you. Yeah, Mark and I are Pentacle twins. No joke. Tim, sorry to hear that. Christina, should I become foster? I'm assuming you're saying 4 dogs. I would say yes. 9 of Cups, a wish, total fulfillment, being really happy. So, yes, is what I would say to you. No doubt about it. April, hello. Brenda Tarot, hello, by the way. You have the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands, releasing a burden. I feel like you're releasing things. that are like holding you back, just limiting beliefs, things like that. Three of Pentacles says open up to teamwork, or you could be working on teams or with a team or with a group of people. It comes up for Pisces all the time, so it doesn't really surprise me. Two of Cups, really good for love, but also just a perfect match with your business or whatever it is that you're doing, and kind of being really happy. So I like that. Six of Swords, improvements. Yeah, Six of Swords to me, Brenda, has always been like, to me at least, is a card of momentum. So I feel like you're like building momentum in the things that you're doing. So maybe it's like a little bit slow now, but I feel like things are going to get faster for you in general. Shannon, you say, how are you looking good? Why can I not read this? Good for my end. I love all the positivity you sent. Shannon, thank you. Shannon, I pulled you a card. You have the Ten of Cups. So fortune after difficulty. I feel like good things are coming in for you here, Shannon. Patricia, will I get a new job at the place I work for? The Fool, yes, is what I'd say. Or new beginning. So yes, no doubt about it. I like it. Sabrina, I wanted to answer you like an hour ago. Sabrina, you have the Sun card, the best card in the deck, so I feel like there's a lot of attention, growth, good things coming in for you here. I like it. Happiness. Yeah, I feel like you need to get out of your head a little bit. This is like mental conflict, but other than that, it looks really good. So I like it a lot. Let's see. I will take one more question, people. So who will it be? Is there going to be a winner? I don't know. M, thank you for being here. Are you moving in September? Yes. The world. Literally the card of moving. So, yes, is what I'd say to you. All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. I will, of course, be back tomorrow night at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm going to cut this off here. But thank you, everybody, and have a good night.